welcome to the video. Today I'll be going over 26 hobbies for 2026 and hopefully posted on December 26th, but not filmed on December 26th. So let's get started. First we have crocheting. So I enjoy crocheting in my free time. It's really nice, especially with some inspiration from Pinterest. There's a lot of good ideas that a lot of people have on there or on TikTok. And if you're not interested in looking online, there's also libraries that have lots of crocheting guides. If not crocheting, there's also knitting as an option for the first one. There's also a lot of options at stores like Michael's and whatnot, but there's also crocheting needles and yarn at the Dollar Tree, so that's something that I'd be interested in for next year. Second, we have making jewelry. So this is another option. I enjoy doing this as well. I partially do this for my business, and it also can be fun to make for yourself or to also make as a gift for others. So you can make phone charms, necklaces, bracelets, earrings, rings, things like that. Next we have scrapbooking or junk journaling. So I really liked scrapbooking in middle school, but I haven't gotten around to it. I mean, junk journaling is kind of similar, but a little bit more organized. Junk journaling, I typically keep like a giant container of all the scraps that I get from like movie tickets, blind boxes, receipts, things like that, of like things that are memorable that I want to keep in a junk journal. And I have that. Let me see if I can show it off. Hold on, give me 1 second. Here's my junk journal. I have a bunch of different pages. Some of these color coordinated, some of Gretzko stuff, some other things I have. Some of them are color coordinated. Sunny Angels packaging, pink layout, the blue and green layout, and then if you open it, green inside. So things like that, any scraps that you have. And usually I just use tape or glue. Elmer's glue works, like the glue stick works. But it's a nice way to organize all your stuff, all your junk that you might have sitting in a pile somewhere. And then these pages I just used for stickers, like any stickers that I had, but wanted to use. Some of them are a little bit random, but I started trying to color coordinate them, as you can see here, but that is another option. And then next we have drawing. So drawing can be good if you already draw and you could maybe try practicing next year, or if you're new to drawing or you don't draw much, or maybe you doodle, if you're interested in trying to practice, like doing some challenges like, oh, drawing for 30 days or things like that, or just, trying anatomy or anything like that, that could be good as a hobby. The next I have reading or joining a local book club, whether it's like one that's run locally or at a library. Reading, there's lots of different options, and local libraries are a great option if you don't want to purchase your own book. So typically lately I've been reading a lot of manga. You can read that online as well for free, or if you have your own personal collection, if you know somebody that has books that you're interested in, and libraries is a great option as well. The physical versions, or if they have a Libby app that you can use and you can borrow them online, it's a great option as well. Next I have puzzles. So puzzles, my local library also has puzzles. I'm really mentioning the library, but it's just a really great resource, especially if you're not trying to spend as much money. And if they have those resources, it's great to utilize them and take advantage of the library's system that you have nearby. So puzzles is a great option. As I mentioned, my local library has puzzles that are available for for borrowing, but sometimes they do have like a donation system where they have leftover puzzles that no one uses anymore. And you can also buy those for like $1 or $2, which is not bad. You can also buy puzzles from your local thrift store or any thrift store nearby you. And I have puzzles as well, and I have not done any of them. I have like a Final Fantasy puzzle somewhere on this shelf, but it's what, 1,000 pieces, so I'll get around to doing that at some point. Next, I have meditate. So there's a lot of guided meditation if that's something you're interested in, apps that are available. You can also watch some on YouTube, or if you're more interested in kind of doing it yourself and kind of listening to kind of like nature sounds in the background, waterfall, ocean sounds, things like that, and also meditating. It's a great way to spend your time and just to engage in mindfulness. Next, number 8, I have playing video games. So if there are any video games that you have on your in your library, whether it's your Steam library or ones that physically on your shelf that you have not gotten around to playing, that could be a great thing to try and do next year. Just playing video games in general. If you have any multiplayer games, online multiplayer games, some free options, Fortnite, Roblox, Fall Guys, things like that, Overwatch, Rocket League. Those are some great options. Next, I have baking and cooking. So I think that if you have the skill or talent for baking or cooking, I'm not very good at either of them, but it is something that I want to do more and want to try doing more and try to get better at. And so that is another good hobby for 2026. Next, we have number 10, origami. So I really enjoyed doing origami when I was younger and haven't gotten around to doing it. I have some origami paper, so I might get around to trying that out next year. But yeah, origami is a great option. I know that Daiso has origami paper. If you have just regular printer paper at home, you can just cut them into squares and you can make things out of that. If you're experienced with origami, you can try maybe more advanced origami patterns. And if you're new to origami, something small like a heart, or there's a lot of other really easy options that you can look for online. And then next we have nail art. So I don't do much designs on my nails really. I just paint them regularly, but nail art is if that's something you're interested in and you have really good, fine, precise painting skills, or if that's something you want to build on, that could be a good option as well. And next we have listening to music. So if that's exploring music or just listening to the same music that you already listen to, making playlists on Spotify or whatever platform you have, Apple Music, YouTube Music, that could be a good option as well. Next, for 13, I have choreography. So dancing just in general, or learning a specific choreography. If you're into K-pop, learning a specific dance or K-pop choreography, that could be a good option for a hobby. And next we have 14, so we have exercising. Me in particular, I like yoga and Pilates more specifically, or things like that. But if you're interested in going to the gym or whatnot, exercising could be good. You could also just do at-home exercises, watch a YouTube video kind of guiding you through an exercise, or going to a local gym if that's an option for you. I know that some jobs also have gyms available, so that can be a great hobby to try to get into for the upcoming year. Next, we have hiking or going for a walk. So I've been trying to do this a bit more in this past month, just going for a walk and going outside, or trying to find a trail. And hiking, if you're not into more intense kind of trails, if you just want to go outside for a walk, I know that it can be grounding to do that, so that is a good option. Next, for number 16, watching movies. I have a lot of physical media, and I like to rewatch stuff, and so if you have a lot of movies that you have not gotten around to, maybe next year would be a good time to try and watch those. Or if there's new movies that you're interested in, and you can do that as well. Next, for 17, we have claymaking. So if you're into something like ceramics, or you're more interested in like the air dry clay, I believe that's what it's called. I recently saw on TikTok somebody showing how to make your own clay, which I'm interested in doing, since I do not like buying clay because I will use a bit of it and then never use it, or not use it for like months on end. So I think that trying something like that would be cool as well if you have the resources for it. Next, for 18, I have painting. So I have a lot of acrylic paint that I have not used much of. I created these little custom LPS, one in particular that's a Gretzko, like a custom Gretzko one that I'm trying to make, and just painting in general. Also, if you have canvas, if you have just regular paper, watercolor painting, if you do claymaking, painting that as well. Just painting in general could be a good option. And 19, I have magictricks. So I was really into trying to learn card tricks at one point. Was I good at it? No, but it is a fun thing to learn, and especially if you can really get into, you know, I can't remember the name of it, but if you get the sleight of hand, is that what the name of it's called? But anyways, it's fun to actually show people. Some people don't really like magic tricks, but that's what I've learned. But it could be something fun to do, especially if you're showing to new people, and then you can try and use those skills or those different tricks over time. But that could be something that you could look into for the upcoming year if that's something that you're interested in. Next, for number 20, I have gardening and indoor planting. So I do not have much of a green thumb, so I cannot speak much to this, but I know that if you have a yard or a place to garden outside, that could be a good option. Next, I have board games or tabletop RPG one-shots. So I mentioned before that my library has a lot of resources, and they also have board games available for borrowing, and that would be a good option as well to try out if you have board games that you haven't tried before. If you're trying to learn a new board game, there's also a lot of tabletop RPG one-shots that you can look into. I know some people have them online for free for you to try out, or if you'd like to make your own one-shot campaign or just campaign in general, that could be fun to do as well. And then at 22, I have learned a new language. In college, I took some courses on learning Japanese, and then I tried installing different type of apps to try and continue my learning. I haven't recently, but there are a lot of different options available if you have a college, if that's available and an option for you. I know that there's some apps that you could use. I know some are better than others. But if you'd like to learn a new language, if you're going somewhere next year, or you're just wanting to learn something new, that could be a good option. 23, which is learn a new instrument. So if you've learned an instrument before and you're kind of rusty, or if you're, new to musical instruments, or if there's a new instrument you'd like to learn, that could be a good option. If it's something simple, like, I don't know, the triangle or the harmonica or something. I know they have also like automatones and non-traditional instruments, but also, the guitar, piano, things like that. Next, for 24, I have volunteering. So whether that's for like your local food banks, clothing drives, food drives, other organizations, if there's like a park that needs volunteers nearby that you could help, schools, volunteering for schools and other things like that could be a good option. 25, I have photography. This one could be a good option if you have a digital camera, or if you just want to use your own phone. I know some people use their iPhone or other phone to take pictures and post their photography, edit that online. I know there's like Adobe Lightroom. I don't know if it's free or not on the App Store, but that is an option as well. And if you want, you could also make like an Instagram account or a Tumblr account. to post your photography on, just for your own like growth, if that's something you're interested in. Lastly, I have 26 is journaling. So typically I try every day to journal when I'm on my break at work, in the morning, at night, whenever I have the opportunity, just to kind of get my thoughts out, plan for the day, like kind of just put all the thoughts in my brain on paper. And it's really helpful for me as well to kind of organize my thoughts and everything. So journaling is a good option if you have like a notebook that you have used, or if you just have paper around, you can make your own notebook for journaling. So that's it for this video. That is my list of 26 hobbies for 2026. I tried my best to make a somewhat diverse list of hobbies, and I tried my best to list some affordable options as well. But I really hope you liked the video, and I will see you next time. Bye!